Hi everyone, I am Shruti and I'm from Singapore, and today I am making a very spicy and a yummy fish curry. Yes, we are going to swerve from all the desserts that we have made last month, and we're going to make a yummy Mangalorean style Konkani fish curry. This fish curry is very native to northern side of Karnataka and even Goa. And this is called Bhangra Amshatiksha, which is more like mackerel hot and spicy curry. Let's get cooking. For the mackerel fish curry, we need 3 mackerels, roughly 400 grams, 12 Bedgi chilies, dried red chilies, a small bowl of tamarind, 2 teaspoons of coriander seeds, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. We also need tirfal, which I will explain to you later, and a few pieces of kokum. We need quarter to half cup of coconut and a few tablespoons of coconut oil. So now let's start making the masala for the fish paste. This is very easy and there is not much of cooking involved in this. We don't have to cook the curry first, we don't have to fry the fish or anything. This is as simple as it can get. So I am going to soak the Bedgi chilies in hot water so that it helps us to grind it more easily. So I'm going to pour in boiling hot water in this and let it soak for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's been 10 minutes since my chilies have been soaked, and now you can see that they're nice and soaked. So now I'm going to remove all these chilies and add it to the mixer grinder. And I'm not going to throw the water that I soaked the chilies in, because that's going to help me grind and that's got a lot of flavor in. So after the chilies, I will add about a quarter cup of grated coconut. The coconut is just to bind the curry, because this is not a very coconutty based curry. It's more spicy and more sour. So the sour component, the spicy is already gone in. The sour component here is tamarind. I add a little tamarind to the paste, and I will also add a few petals of kokum to the curry. And I'm also adding now a few cloves of garlic and the coriander seeds. Now the tirfal, as I mentioned to you, is a very typical spicy pepper which has a lot of fragrance. And it's also called a Sichuan pepper, but it's very native to Mangalore, Karnataka side, and we use this a lot in fish curries. And one more thing is, if you do not have bhangra, or you do not like fish or bhangra, you can substitute the fish with potatoes, or you can substitute the fish with a vegetable named as turai. We all know, the ridged gourd. It tastes really good with that, or any fatty fish that is available in the market. So now let's get to grinding this. I'm going to use not a lot of water, but I'm going to just roughly add a few spoons of water here to help me with the grinding. This was about 3/4 cup of water. I will add a few of the tirfals that I mentioned before. I'm going to add just a few of them. Make sure that the peppercorn inside has been removed. So I'm just going to put about 3 and use the rest for garnish later. And I'm just going to pulse it once. And we are done with the curry paste. So this is the curry paste, and I want to show you how fine this is. It's supposed to be really fine, even to your fingers, and you should not feel any coconut or any of the things that you've added to the mix. It has to be completely fine. So I have almost used up all of the water that I had soaked my chilies in. So now let's get to assembling this whole. So I haven't switched on the flame yet. I'm going to first empty this whole masala paste in my earthen pot. You can use any pan that you have. and make sure anything is not wasted. I'm going to obviously thin this curry out by adding a little water. So I have filled up my mixie to almost 3/4 of its quantity, and I'm going to give it a good shake so that all the masala gets mixed into this. I don't want anything to go waste here. And I'm going to slowly pour this into this fish curry. So now I have thinned this out with the water. I'm just going to give it a good stir, and I'm going to see if it needs more water. I'll add a bit of water. So I have literally taken the whole mixie full of water of what I used to grind the masala in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all the bhangra pieces in the curry. I'm going to add the remaining tirfal to this. Don't worry if you don't have this. You can still make this fish curry, and my few cloves, few petals of coca. Lastly, I'm going to season this with salt, about 1.5 teaspoons, and I'm just going to lightly give it a mix without disturbing the fish too much. And now I'm going to switch on the flame. So keep it on medium high and do not cover this. You give it a taste for seasoning before you add the fish. So now, as you can see, it has started boiling from the corners, and I'm not going to move the fish a lot, like don't turn it around or anything, because the fish is very delicate. All you have to do is just move the fish a bit so that there is no chance of burning the curry on the base. So don't move it a lot. Try not to touch it as much as possible. So now I have finished making this fish curry. As you can see, I'm going to lightly pick this just to show you. The fish is cooked and it's completely white. And as I've used the earthen pot, it will continue boiling for about 2 minutes because it remains hot. At this point, I'm going to just add about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to this fish curry. And I'm going to lightly mix it. And now let's plate this. Be very delicate with this fish because it's really cooked well, and you don't want to break the fish. And I'm going to serve it with some hot steamed rice, and you're done. And just like that, within a few minutes, we have made a very authentic Mangalorean style mackerel fish curry. Let me know how you like it. Make this and share the pictures with me. Keep watching my recipes. Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.